Hello, Taurus. It's Kendrick from Providence. I am going to be giving you your proofread for March. How you doing? Uranus is still in your sign. And you know what? I feel as though with Uranus being in your sign and it ruling Aquarius, an air sign. Whoa, here we go. Bam, there's Aquarius right there. King of Swords. It's like humanity is experiencing a shift in its beliefs. Generations. It's generational. But aren't generational shifts the ones that bring in the innovation? So they're actually very important. It's almost like those planets have to be as slow as they are so that they can meet those generations when they happen. The Judgment card, Pluto, premeditated. It's already been known. And you know that card is connected to Pisces and a High Priestess. So these radiators be going in. You just be like, what in the world just going in? I don't even know if I cut the cards, but the Eight of Wands is there talking about getting out, getting some fresh air, seeing some things, messages coming in quickly, inspiration. Okay, and it is connected to like stimulation too, getting out there and doing things that are gonna stimulate your ego in a positive way, right? What are these positive experiences that are going to play into our narrative of expansion and growth? How are you asserting that? Ascertaining. Taurus, I live for you. Now look, I am using the Morgan Greer Tarot and I am clarifying maybe with the Napolitane. I'm a Libra. I am your dancing tarot reader. Hello. Period. I'm giving you an abbreviated ascendant spread. What's going on at the bottom of this deck right here? You got your card. And yeah, you got the Six of Pentacles. Hard work pays off. Or this is you knowing that a closed mouth will not get fed. Take advantage of something if it's on sale, right? If it's something that you really value and it's on sale and you have the means, go ahead. Because it ain't gonna always be there. You know, when it's a certain model of something or if it's a certain, style of something and you're like, I remember when I saw that, and you search the designer or you search the whatever and you actually find it and it's not really in the department store anymore. It's really being sold at this smaller shop, but you can get it online and they only got 2 left. Get it. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's look at your past, right? Damn, I like what you left behind. Eight of Cups. What? In the past, you were afraid to walk away from things that you had built up this sort of like loyal emotional contract to in some kind of way. This could also be like a death in some kind of way, or something that like ended, right? You had to walk away from something just wasn't fulfilling anymore, emotionally fulfilling, it wasn't satisfying your needs or your appetite, right? You had to change up the scenario you know, you weren't being inspired, okay? So you had to do what you had to do, because this is a card of survival, and this is a card of self-reliance. It's a card of breaking free of the emotional attachments and the codependencies that are affiliated with a past identity. Let's see what's going on with you right now. Right, Knight of Cups. Again, like, we progress. You have progressed, Taurus. You must have passed some tests. Shamo, you must have passed some tests here. Just because Saturn is giving you tests, honey, it's a taskmaster. One of the greatest tasks of your life. Emotional tests of strength, you know? On a spiritual level. Because this is Pisces. This is something that you only get to experience if you have been blessed with the sanctity of the experience, right? Because it's something that is very difficult to go through. That's why Pisces is connected to the energy of Jesus Christ. Everybody wasn't able to go through that. Everybody wasn't made for that. And this energy of, you know, maybe your 8th house is Pisces. So that would mean that you're a Leo rising. You know what I mean? And this card is connected to Leo rising because it's, you know, it's an 8, right? So this is the emotional strength to accept something that you can't control, or walk away from something that you cannot save, right? Or that you cannot sustain, you know, and it's giving you a new life. You know what I mean? It is giving you a sense of rebirth here. Right? And for some of you, you feel this around the same time, around Easter, the same time every year. You know what I mean? You feel it. I don't know what it is. Okay? And here we go. We got the Knight of Cups here, which is connected to Pisces energy, but also that energy of Aquarius, right? You've got to be able to innovate before you can, you know, I don't know, elevate. Right? You've got to be able to innovate before you can elevate. And Aquarius is about elevation. It's about, you know, breaking free of the limitations of the mind. You know, it's like we've grown up, okay? So you've grown out of a sort of like negative way of thinking. An old way of thinking, right? An old concept. Your perception of things has changed. The perception that you had before was a very strong opinion about someone or about something, and now you have walked away from that, right? Or you have not forgotten, but you have, it's a sense of forgiveness, right? A sense of like, just wanting to heal. You couldn't hold on to that anymore, right? And that's the mission that you're on now. Rediscovering love. You know, now when you walk this path, you're walking this path of love a lot calmer, gentler, you know? You're aware of how your actions or how your words or how your strong opinions that might be, you know, based on something that happened to you, right? That didn't happen to other people. So when you have a very strong opinion about something in particular based on something that particularly happened to you, it's kind of like you can be unfair. But now you're not really like that anymore, because now you're trying to be fair. Look, we got it right here. Okay, let's see what's going on. Crossing the Knight of Cups. 7 of Cups. You better have a Knight and then a 7. Got a lot of cards that are indicating water here. Even the Pentacles card is indicating water, just because it's like, you know, the moon. So this is emotional eating or emotional buying, right? That type of thing. Because we got the Six of Pentacles here, and we got the Seven of Cups, and this is saying that we're doing things out of a need of, you know, needing to heal or emotional satisfaction. It's like retail therapy here with this Venus and Scorpio and this Moon and Taurus here. So be mindful of that. Try to control those finances, you know. Aries got the Four of Pentacles in their Sun position, and if you are a Taurus, 9 times or 8 times out of 10, you might be a Vedic Aries. All right, so here we go. We got this Seven of Cups. This is connected to emotions from the past, right? That's why this is the 7, and then this is the 8, because these are the things that confuse us, that control us, right? The passionate, destructive emotions that we have connected to people, places, and things, and memories. And if you walked away from it, it was a challenge. It is the influence here as well, right? Over the Knight of Cups. Seven of Cups is also getting away from that. You know, it's choosing what to allow Venus to affect you in whatever way that it does negatively. You know, taking the power back and taking control of our own emotions, you know, taking ownership of our own emotions, really. With the Seven of Cups, honey, right? And this is also the emotional baggage. That's the challenge. That's the challenge, because emotional baggage does not just come from people that you have had romantic relationships with. You have emotional baggage from jobs, from college, from sports clubs that you was in, okay? Right? Opportunities that you missed out on. Emotional baggage. That's why the Seven of Cups is like so complex. Shout out to the orbs. Let's see what's going on in your external environment. All right now, come on. We just talked about you healing and dealing. Healing is healing. Right. What's the big deal? Okay. Anyway, so this is emotional contentment, satisfaction. This is the potency of, you know, the gift. Okay? You are expressing your thankfulness for, you know, what you have been given over time. What you have allowed to occur because you have been listening to the divine guidance that you have been given. You know, this is a very healthy form of narcissism. This is a healthy assertion of the ego with this Mars in Pisces. Okay, so we are using our compassion, our love, okay, our sense of inclusion, okay, right? Because in order to be compassionate and to lead with unconditional love, you've got to be that, right? I am love. I am loved. You have to learn that all over again, you know? And this is you understanding and realizing that love comes in many forms. This is a Pisces card. Right? And, you know, this is a card that says love makes the world go round. Come on now, Taurus. Right? Whew. And this is understanding what other people go through, man. It's not just like what they go through or what they go through or what they go through or what they go through. It's like, okay, I'm understanding what a lot of people go through, right? That's why I'm talking about this Knight of Cups, because that Aquarius card, even though Aquarius is talking about humanity, it's talking about humanity because sometimes the opposite of that, which is Leo, right? This is an 8. It's connected to that energy of not knowing how other people walk the path that has been given to them, but being able to understand that everybody's path is different, right, gives you an appreciation for life and your life and what you've accomplished and what other people are going through that allows them to keep going too, even though they may not be given the same things that you are. Or maybe you're somebody that's less fortunate and there are people that have been given a lot. You understand that everybody is on an individual path, but we're all here to be able to provide, different things, but also the same thing, right? We're just, I don't know, bridging the gap, right? Everybody has a purpose. That's what this 10 of Cups is telling me here. I don't know. So you're having like these realizations of what it really what it does mean to kind of like see, I don't know, because it is talking about optimism, it's talking about faith here, okay? Realizations. Okay, anyway, you got the 3 of Pentacles here in your, your moon position. This is kind of like having faith in yourself and what you do, the work that you do. Don't lose hope. Don't lose that sense of, excitement about what it is that you do, whatever your career is, you know what I mean? This is believing in yourself, right? Even when no one else does, right? The artist who crafts, and builds doesn't necessarily look to other people to tell them how to do what they are an expert at, right? It's kind of like watch and learn. That's kind of like what this 3 of Pentacles card is. That's your feeling. You feel like, and this is in terms of work for you, Taurus, it's kind of like you want to show people. You have something to prove. That's what you feel like. It's not like you're telling people or you're verbalizing that or expressing that outwardly. It's inside. And you don't, I feel like you're getting ready to prove yourself in some kind of way, and people just don't see it yet, but it definitely is something that is brewing. And this is why the 10 of Cups is here as well, because something's saying you're about to prove yourself in some kind of way, and it's going to bring you a lot of satisfaction. Right. Emperor in the future. So this is connected to somebody in a very powerful leadership position. It could be, you. We could be dealing with like a Cancer, mother, father type energy. It is being aware, right? Facing your battles head on, being very much, using your full potential, right? And it's definitely supporting this 3 of Pentacles. It's like the Emperor is in the position that they're in because they were born to be there. They were born to do, right? The Justice card at the very top, which is wonderful for you. And you got 2 cards of balance here, right? The scale shifting in your favor. just in the things that you see happening around you and for you, and to the people that you are closely linked to, right? That you care for. Taurus, sun, moon, or rising, or if you have your sun in your second house. I'm not going to clarify. I don't need to. I'm like, I'm doing these readings and I'm like, no, I can't clarify everything. But this is great for you. You know, you're leaving some things behind. You're not letting, you know, the memories and the emotions that you have tied to the past keep you in the past. You know, you don't have to wear that badge. You don't have to wear those wet clothes after coming in from the rain. Why suffer that? Take those wet clothes off and put on some dry clothes and sit down, put on some dry socks. You know what I mean? Drink some hot tea. Get comfortable. Because things are about to get a little more comfortable for you, Taurus. Right? Justice card is also talking about being fair to yourself, right? It's also connected to what you allow. Allowing something to manifest. You know? Look at the pros and the cons with the Justice card. You know, the pros and the cons are going to give you a sense of like divine guidance, right? Because that's like the universe, spirit, God, your, you know, whatever energy that supports you in a positive way. And negative, because it's about positive and negative with the Justice card. It's saying like, if the pros outweigh the cons, then hell yeah, it's good. Right? But you've got to be logical and reasonable. You know, the pros could outweigh the cons of me being like, I'm gonna move to Vancouver. But if it's not a logistically reasonable thing to do, then it's like, that's not something you want to do, you know? So this is saying, like, the Justice card says you have options. You know what I mean? You can exercise your power of choice and decision here. And do so in a very meaningful way, you know? Be thoughtful and considerate. And also the Justice card is talking about truth and justice, okay? Yeah. Not letting the truth, you know, trigger you, taking it with a grain of salt, right? Take criticism with a grain of salt here with this Justice card, right? Please. Thanks, Taurus. Like, share, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Comment on the video. You know, follow me on Instagram. It's Providence Tarot there, and my personal account is NYC Kendrick. Bye.